Join us for a journey on the Oslo to Gjøvik Line from the locomotive driver's seat. In 2022, while the northern section of the line was still operated the old way, with station dispatchers transmitting train orders and physically light signals still in use. We arrive at Grefsen station, where we see the station dispatcher on the platform. Grefsen is a junction between the Gjøvik line from Oslo heading north and the freight branch line toward Alnabru. For many years, Grefsen was a busy shunting yard. Here we see a Type 32 locomotive, which was also used on local trains between Oslo and Hakadal. Much of the shunting activity at Grefsen involved freight destined for the Spikeverket iron foundry in Nittedal. We also see an EL5 locomotive shunting wagons loaded with scrap metal. For many years, the typical shunting locomotive here was the DY2 type. Today, apartment buildings stand where the Spikeverket's track once lay, and the Oslo Metro now uses part of the former yard. The departure signal shows a green light, proceed at reduced speed. We arrive at Kjelsås and meet a freight train. Kjelsås station is typical of the National Romantic Station buildings along the Gjøvik line, designed by architect Paul Due and delivered by Strømmen Trevarefabrikk for the line's opening between 1900 and 1902. North of Kjelsås we enter large forested areas. At Movatn we meet a southbound train from Jaren to Oslo. The signal shows two green lights, proceed. Nittedal station has been rebuilt with longer passing tracks and modern elevators. The station has repeater signals that show the aspect of the departure signal, since the actual signal cannot be seen from the platform. One green light means proceed at reduced speed. Here we also see a heritage train hauled by an EL5 locomotive in the 1970s. We pass Hakadal station and its freight house no longer in use, and receive a proceed aspect in the departure signal. Hakadal used to be the terminus for local trains from Oslo. The entry signal at Stryken shows proceed at reduced speed, while the distance signal indicates stop at the departure signal. Meanwhile, the traffic control operator changes the setting, and we receive proceed at reduced speed in the departure signal. On our way out of the station, we pass the old water tower, now protected as a historic structure. This is how it looked in 1975. Stryken was a popular destination for skiers heading into Nordmarka. We see a steam train with specially built, simple coaches used for ski traffic. At Bjørgeseter, the signals are all clear, including the distance signal for the level crossing. From here, the line climbs steadily toward Grua station. We depart Grua with a clear proceed signal. From Grua to Roa, the line runs downhill through relatively dramatic scenery with tunnels. Approaching Grua, we receive proceed at reduced speed as we are routed into platform track 1 before continuing toward Gjøvik. We see the train dispatcher on the platform. The departure signal again shows proceed at reduced speed. The departure signal is given by the dispatcher, who displays the proceed signal by showing a white signal disc with a green ring toward the train. To the left we see the tracks of the Bergen line branching off. From here the line climbs fairly steeply toward Grindvoll. We now enter the section of the Gjøvik Line that is still operated in the traditional way, with station dispatchers and train orders. We roll downhill and arrive at the next stop, Lunner. The station is no longer staffed and serves only for passenger boarding and alighting. The line continues descending toward Grua. Gran station is staffed only during rush hour. The station uses a so-called simple entry signal, which is not interlocked with track switches. There is no fixed departure signal, and we maintain 40 km an hour as we approach the station. We see the train dispatcher on the platform. The departure signal is given by the dispatcher, who displays the proceed signal by showing a white signal disc with a green ring toward the train. At Gran, we have reached the halfway point and say goodbye for now. In the next episode, we travel from Gran to Gjøvik. Thanks for riding along.